Sprocket TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. In the previous episode, it was the beginning of the special DLC episode, The Turnabout Time Traveler. We re-encounter with Larry once again. We encounter Ellen Wyatt, who's a wife-to-be, a bride-to-be, and she is considered as a suspect to a murder of Dumas Gloomsbury. In today's episode, we'll be going into the Sprocket Park. If you're hyped for today's episode, make sure to hit the like button and support is greatly appreciated. Now, let's get on going to the mooring dock and see what we can find there. September 21st, Sprocket Park mooring dock. It's still attached. So this is the Sprocket Park. But where's the reception hall? In there. The reception hall? Oh, that's... Wow! Looky there! What? What is it? I just spotted me a cute mamacita! Don't wait up, Nick! Hold on, where's the reception hall? Sorry, Nick, a man's gotta stop and smell the roses when they appear. I'm an artist after all! Oh, miss! Yo, ho! Yo, ho? I thought he was going to take me to the crime scene. Oh well, I'm sure he'll come slinking back when he inevitably gets rejected. I'll just take a quick look around until then. So basically we have to examine the entire thing then. Wow, that airship is huge. Oops, didn't mean to say that out loud. I've only ever seen airships like this up in the sky. But I've gotta say, they're mighty impressive when you can see them up close like this. Mr. Doggy? Wow, that huge airship is more to just this skinny little tower. I know it's tied down and all, but still looks like a good breeze could send it flying. Okay, what's this? Wow, this thing's really banged up. Huh? You're looking at the sign. They say it got damaged by heavy winds yesterday. A big gust sent that bench flying into it. Well, that's what they were saying anyway. I see. The wind caused that? More like a tornado. The repair guy was saying, don't touch it, it's dangerous. I see. Thanks for the heads up. Poor guy. Looks like it was a lot of work. Larry! Hey, sorry about that. I actually thought you'd be back sooner. Didn't work out, huh? Lay off, man! I was on my game today! So now that you're done, you mind telling me where the reception hall is? What do you mean? It's right there in front of you! Huh? Right in front of... Wait, what's that say? A flying chapel? Do you mean to tell me? Yep! Ellie's reception was on that airship! Whoa, a sky-high reception hall? Yep, and that's where you'll find the crime scene. Man, not only does that airship fly through the sky, but the space-time continuum, too. But the happy couple's honeymoon got left far behind when it made that time skip, though. Here, check the airship out for yourself with a pamphlet. Flying chapel pamphlet added to the court record. By the way, I figured you could use some backup, so I called in some help for you. You did? Yep. Should be here any minute now. Emma? 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 Is it Emma? 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 Huh? That red sports car? Larry, don't tell me you called... You know it, buddy! I trust you've been well, right? Who?
Surprise! Now admit it. It was pretty good, Mr. Edward's impression, wasn't it?
Maya! What are you doing here?
Larry called me up. He said something about it finally being time for him to... He said something about it finally being time for him to tie the old knot. but that's funny. I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about being here with his bride.
But what's with the red sports car? Maya, I know this is sudden, but please. I'm not saying that line.
Nick, what's Larry talking about?
He was dumped by his bride. Well, by his imaginary bride anyway.
Wow, poor Larry. That's a new low, even for him. But hey, my imaginary girlfriend's never hurt anyone, right? More power to him.
But what's with the red sports car? This is Maya Fey. She's been abroad for her training as a spirit medium. But now that her training is over, she's back home here in the States. Yeah, this takes place after the revolution.
That's right, the new and improved Maya Fey is on the scene. Spirit and girl power at the ready.
What's with the sports car though? Heh, look at you, Maya, all grown up and as cute as ever. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. If I ever got married, I missed out on all the fun of always meeting somebody new.
I see you haven't changed a bit, Larry.
Miles Edgeworth! So he's the one that drove him. Her. Maya. Edgeworth! I figured that car belonged to you. Well, but when did you become Maya's chauffeur? It's nothing like that. I just happened to run into her en route and picked her up. And by run into her, I mean she jumped out in front of my car. I nearly ran her down.
So I'm guessing we'll be facing him in court?
This is Miles Edgeworth. He's a friend of mine and the district's chief prosecutor. I heard he's been busy lately. So, what brings you here? Wait, don't tell me Larry called you up too. He did. However, I have business on my own here at the crime scene. Yes, you are. Business? What kind of business? Let's talk, Mr. Edgeworth. The incident. Or let's just talk about... Hold up, something's not right. Okay, this. Okay. Let's talk about Edgeworth. So how's it going, Mr. Chief Prosecutor? Busy as always, I presume? Of course. Unlike somebody who has too few clients and too much time on his hands. Huh? Guess that explains why you bro is more furrowed than the last time I saw you. Maybe you should learn to relax a little, Edgeworth. Nice try, Wright, but as always, I have no intention of showing anyone any mercy. Including you. As inflexible as ever, I see. Besides, I think I've mellowed out a bit with age. So if anything, those furrows should have smoothed out a little as well. Honestly, Edgeworth, are you really that blind to yourself? Excuse me?
He's really self-conscious about those lines, isn't he?
Are we talking about the eyebrows or what? Just so you know, Wright, I am the lead prosecutor on this case. What? You? Yes. It appears we'll be standing on the opposite ends of the battlefield this time around. So I'll be up against Edgeworth tomorrow. But I don't get it, Edgeworth. What about this case warrants the personal attention? Wait. What about this case warrants the personal attention of the district's chief prosecutor? It's a bit complicated, to say the least. In what way? The groom is a member of the Sprockets, a family with immense influence. If his bride were to stand trial in court, it would sully the Sprocket name. So they try to apply some pressure on the prosecutor's office. Pressure to sell it amicably, whatever that means, right?
What do you mean, settle it amicably?
It means that they're trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug. Rigged?
Wow, Sprocket Aviation really has that much clout.
Yes, they have especially strong ties in both political and judicial worlds, to the point where no one dares to oppose them. Don't tell me that includes you. Don't be ridiculous, Wright. It's quite the opposite. The prosecutor's office is filled with cowards, as I found out. Every last one of my subordinates was loath to prosecute a Sprocket.
So that's why you decided to take on the case yourself, right?
That's right, I will personally see to it that justice is served. As I always prosecute to the utmost of my abilities, regardless of who I'm up against. For that is part of my creed. Nothing and no one can sway me from that, not even the almighty Sprocket. Right. If they think they can use their influence to bend the truth, they have another thing coming.
You know, I always feel sorry for them. They were only trying to protect their interests. But all they got instead was you.
Angie, come on, man! How could you prosecute my poor Ellie? My poor, sweet Ellie! What kind of heartless jerk are you? I'm simply doing my job. And I'm warning you, Wright. I won't hold back, not for you or anyone else. Thanks for the warning, your righteousness. Edgeworth, about this incident. Don't forget, Wright, I'm the prosecutor for this case. Need I remind you that I'm not in the habit of sharing information with my adversaries? No, I guess we are adversaries for now. And you, Larry. Me? I'd like you to come with me. You have a lot to answer for after that little stunt you pulled with the suspect. But Angie, we're all pals, aren't we? Personal appeals won't work on me, Larry. Now come along. What? Nick, help me out here! Bye! Oh, he's gone. Not even mad. Bye-bye! Well, it's just us. And Maya.
Is it just me, or is it Edgeworth? Is Mr. Edward as relentless as ever?
Yeah, I guess some things never change. So much for mellowing out.
Well, Nick, we better hop to it too.
Hop to what?
Investigating the crime scene, of course. What else? It's been a long time since you and I team up like this. This is going to be fun.
Fun, huh? It has been a long time, though, since we were last together like this. Alright, to the crime scene then.
Yeah, and away we go.
Okay, next stop, the reception hall. Hello? Bruh. September 21st, Whitechapel. So this is a reception hall.
According to a pamphlet,
we're right here. Where? Okay, I see. Yikes, we're pretty high up. But at least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem so bad.
oh look, Nick, it's Emma!
Emma!
Hey, Emma, over here! Mr. Wright, Maya, does this mean you're taking the case?
Yeah, that's how things kind of turned out. So do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. We pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go right ahead.
Now's a good chance to find out more about the case from Emma too. Alright, Miss Emma Sky, what do you have for us for today? What happened? Edward wouldn't tell us anything about this case. So do you think you can give us a rundown?
Well, seeing as he's going to be prosecuting, I expect him to be tight-lipped about it. The incident occurred yesterday, on September 20th. It happened after the wedding reception, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
7 p.m. to 10 p.m., huh? Got it. By the way, you didn't hear about any time traveling or anything, did you?
Time traveling? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Forget it. That's pretty much the response I expected.
The victim's name is Dumas Gloomsbury. He was a servant in the Sprocket family household.
Ellen was a maid for the family as well, so that means the two of them were co-workers.
Yes, they apparently knew each other. Mr. Gloomsbury was the lead servant after all. He was very serious about his work, but he was also very close and a private man. So the other servants called him Mr. Doom and Gloom behind his back.
If he was the lead servant, he must have been higher ranked than Ellen. What makes the police think Ellen killed this man, a guy who was essentially her boss?
We don't know the defendant's motive yet, but the circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body don't bode well for her.
And what circumstances are these, exactly?
Well, some of her in-laws saw what looked like the immediate aftermath of the murder. The suspect was standing in front of the body with the murder weapon still in her hands.
But why would a bride who was just about to start a new happy life kill someone? Do the police have an explanation for that?
Yeah, about that. They believe the victim attacked the suspect and was killed when she fought back.
But why did he attack her to begin with?
Well, a mere servant girl was going to suddenly be the wife of the future president. Mr. Gloomsbury must have been more than just a little jealous of her.
So she would be a more higher rank?
So this Mr. Doom and Gloom attacked Ellen first? But if she was only trying to protect herself, wouldn't that count as justified self-defense on her part, Nick?
It would. There's a good chance she'd be acquitted if we could prove that, but I wonder what Edward will have up his sleeve to counter that claim.
But wow, a servant girl marrying the future president of such a huge company. It sounds like a modern day fairy tale. It does, doesn't it? Thing is, not everyone was on board with their union apparently.
Okay. A star-crossed marriage.
The suspect never had any family or relatives to depend on, so she was working as a live-in maid for the Sprocket family to support herself.
So a maid with no family or fortune was set to marry the president's son, huh? I guess it's not surprising that they ruffled a feather or two.
Yes, apparently the groom's parents and all of his other relatives were strongly opposed, but that didn't stop the young couple from deciding to go ahead with their wedding. Love flourishes in the face of adversity.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yep. If you ever have any questions about love, just ask me. I'm a qualified expert. I spend all my spare time in Kurain watching the soap operas and TV.
I'm not sure that's enough to make you a qualified anything, Maya.
Oh, and by the way, I heard the suspect faced her fair share of harassment too. And from the sound of it, it got pretty ugly for her.
So even though the incident could cause a huge scandal for the company, it might be a boon for those who oppose their marriage to begin with. After all, with Ellen's arrest and everything, the marriage is mostly definitely off now. Okay, let's talk about the murder weapon. So what was the murder weapon, Emma?
This clock with a secret mechanism built into it. It was displayed here in the reception hall. The suspect was holding when the murder was discovered.
So the victim was clubbed to death with this, huh? Well, that's funny. There's no blood on it as far as I can tell.
Maybe it was wiped off in an attempt to tamper with the evidence. But there was definitely a luminol reaction, and it matches up with the shape of the injury, so it's gotta be the murder weapon. And a funny looking clock. They call it the timekeeper. The idea is that it's a time machine. Every time the couple sees it, it'll bring them back to the memory of their wedding day.
A time machine, huh? Come to think of it, Ellen said her pendant was a part of a time machine. I wonder how the secret mechanism in this thing works. Can we play with it? Okay, now all we can do is just examine this place. Let's check it out. What is that? A goat? What is... Oh. This must be the lantern the body was found in. Ellen managed to move it quite a ways. That's a lantern? It looks like a cow, but it's pretty badly broken.
That's not a cow, Nick. That's a Pegasus, a flying horse.
Dude, I was thinking it was a freaking goat. No way, it's definitely a cow. It's got horns and everything.
And look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings.
And I was thinking it's a freaking goat. A flying goat?
So it's a Pegasus, I tell you. Oh, I know. The Pepper should tell us. Let's see. Apparently it's called a Pegamoo.
I did not see that coming.
Yet somehow the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know? Huh? That's strange.
What is?
Well, this Pegamoo is definitely a male Pegabull, right?
Yeah, I say so. What's with the horns and all?
Okay, well,
Bruh!
that Pegamoo over there is also a Pegabull. But take a look at the pamphlet.
Looks like a goat to me.
See? The one on the right says Pegabull, but the other one says Pegacow, a female Pegamoo.
Right.
Right. The pamphlet goes on to say how they have Pegamoos for the happy couple.
Yeah, I'm kinda losing my voice right now. I need water. So for Ellen's ceremony, there should have been a male and a female pair of Pegamoos. Pegapie? But for some reason, there are 2 males here.
Maybe somebody made a mistake when they were setting it up the room.
Yo, this is my theory right now. The reason why there's 2 males. Time travel. Now think about it. Okay, let's continue. It's hard to believe a fancy place like this would make that kind of a blunder though. Broken lantern added to the court record. What if he was placed in the mail and was sent back to time? That would make all sense! In any case, we better check this thing out. Okay, let's check out the body. So this is where the body was found. I see bloodstained attire. Whoa! The first person to find it was Ellen. I mean, we can use that as a thumbnail, but... Emma, what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found?
Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head.
Or we can use that.
Here's a photo of the scene as we found it.
Photo of the victim added to the court record. Okay. What were we on? What's this? What do you think this is, Maya?
It looks like a flower petal to me.
What an unusual shape for a flower petal.
Do you suppose it's from one of those flowers here in the reception hall?
No, I don't think a single flower like that, like this, at any of the tables. I wonder where it came from. Well, I can see how it's a lantern. We can see the light bulbs here and there. Okay, this thing right here. Did this come from the lantern?
Ick, it's covered in blood.
Maybe it got on there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern.
Can you imagine going to open a door and finding a knob covered in blood?
That's a knob? That'd be bloody awful to say at police. Anything else? I don't think there's nothing it can pick up right now. Well, what's this? Hey, what's this? Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck.
Oh, let me take a look. Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck.
It looks like a note outlining the murder plot.
Whoever wrote it has better handwriting than me, but it looks like they wrote it in a rush.
And why do you say that?
Because the writing is only smudged starting from the middle of each line. That happens when the right-handed person with a slight hook writes in a hurry. I do it sometimes myself when I'm not paying attention to where my hand is on the page.
Guess I'll take your word on that, Miss Bad Handwriting Expert. Miss Bad Handwriting Expert. What if it's a left-handed person then? You never know that.
Hey, even I don't smudge my handwriting this badly.
I smudge my handwriting left-handed. I'm a left-handed person. Alright, let's get back to the note.
That note was apparently written by the victim.
But why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? Are you sure the victim wrote it?
I mean, sometimes I write a note to myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, carrots, onions, flour.
Maya, are you craving curry rice or something?
Whoops.
So Emma, where is the Vista deck the note mentions?
It's that heliport you see right outside that window over there.
So he planned on pushing Ellen off from there. What a monster. Bloomsbury note added to the court record. I guess that's about does it for this lantern. I mean, we can still check out other places. Let's do this from another angle. It's a hot air balloon, a symbol of humanity's ambition to the skies. It's kind of a romantic notion, don't you think, Maya?
Yeah! But I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling all that well.
I'm sure it's fine. Please don't let it fall on my head. Okay, what's this? It's a fog machine. I wonder if they use it during the reception.
Oh! Hey Nick, go stand over there for a sec.
Why?
Just because. Now go.
Alright. I've got a bad feeling about this. Oh no.
Fogmaster 9000 on!
Maya? No! Huh?
Woo! Ah, nothing happened.
Looks like it won't work without some dry ice. Thank you!
Darn it, all I wanted to do was surround you with a thick cloud of smoke.
Were they trying to use it during the wedding reception? Like, if the two lovebirds are right there, then play the fog machine, and then a nice ambience here and there. Oh, that's so cute. Well thought out. What do we have here? Nothing, nothing. Ooh, what's here?
I wonder what this partition is for.
I imagine people like the reception staff or some entertainers use it. I don't even know what that is. They probably want way behind it when they're on standby.
Oh, I see. With a partition this size, I bet they could even fit an elephant back there.
Not that anyone sane would. We're on a freaking airship. What do you expect? The door?
Get a load of that huge set of doors. I bet all sort of things come and go through there. Like an elephant.
No, Maya. I'm pretty sure it's just a bride and groom. This is a banquet hall, not a circus. What's with her and elephants? Really, what's with her and elephants? Let's check another angle. Okay, that's where we had the fog machine again. Do we have to do the same thing again? For the reception.
Pretty cool, huh?
Don't you dare touch it!
Aw, spoil sport.
That's because I know how you operate. Is that what happened back there? Same thing again? That's one big partition screen, industrial size even.
I bet it caused an industrial sized mess if it fell over.
And that's why you're not allowed to touch it, Maya.
What? Then who's going to test how stable it is?
Just leave it alone, please. Nothing seems changed with these two. A model airplane, the perfect decoration for an airline company wedding.
And a propeller plane like that lends the room a great old-timey feel. Oh, I love to see the Steel Samurai fly a plane like this. Can you picture it? The Steel Samurai zipping through the clouds over neo-old Tokyo.
If Sprocket Aviation ever becomes a sponsor of the show, I could see it happening.
Why didn't I think of that? I think I'll go suggest the idea to them later.
Please, at least wait until after the trial is over. Next thing you know, she does. Okay, what's this? A wallet? Yeah, it is. Looks like a business card wallet. I wonder whose is it?
The face looks awfully familiar.
Larry! Yes, it does. Guess I'll bring it to him later. Larry! Okay. We're thinking that was like it's one of the Sprocket's business cards, but no. But then again, it would definitely say it's legit, now wouldn't it? Wait, back it up. Now let's go over here. So this is where they're about to get wed. Not even bad, not even bad. So that's the Vista deck out there.
I bet the view is amazing, but I guess it's almost kind of freak you out, huh, Nick?
Yeah, kind of. Mostly because there's no surviving a fall from way up here. Okay. This is the sweetheart table where the bride and groom sit, where they gorge themselves on the wedding feast.
Where they gorge themselves on the wedding feast, you mean?
Emma? Maya?
I'd be too nervous to eat it from a bunch of guests like this, though.
Yeah, it's like the two wedding couples right there, and everyone else is just like at their own table. I'd be pretty much lonely, you know, if I would have done that. They say that the newlyweds are usually really busy during the reception, you know. They have to greet and talk with all the guests that came to give their blessings. They don't actually get all that much time to enjoy their dinner.
Aww, I wouldn't even be able to stand that. I can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to eat it.
They say brides tend to have an especially hard time because of their wedding dress. With those tight corsets squeezing their waists, they can barely eat a bite.
Really? Sounds like a wedding reception are absolute torture.
I guess food still wins out over romance in Maya's book. What's this? This must be where the time machine was placed.
I can't believe that was such a beautiful memento was used for murder. It's just awful. Nick, we have to prove Ellen's innocence no matter what it takes.
I agree. We can't let this go down as a satisfying wedding reception in history. Agreed. I think that's about it for this area. Where exactly do I have to go then? We have not talked about the freaking bull. Wow, look at the horns of this flying bovine? He must be a bull. It seems he made it through the ceremony in one piece.
By the look of the wheels, I bet he can be rolled around easily.
Yeah, I bet it would be quite a hassle if you had to lift and carry him everywhere. Huh. And this is what the backside looks like.
What's that bottom of this tail? A wheel handle?
Huh. Oh, I get it. This way they can get inside to change their light bulbs.
I see. They left the wheel handle on the inside unpainted.
I guess they figure nobody will see it, so why bother? It makes sense to cut costs where you can. Well, overall, I can't say I see anything strange about this thing. That's everything we can find. Well, I guess that's just about does it for the crime scene.
Hey, Nick. I want to see the rest of the airship. We might as well since we're here.
True. We might even run into some of the other people involved in the case. Hello? Are you Soren? Is he Soren?
Nick, how long has that guy been standing there?
I didn't even notice him until just now. Excuse me, are you with Sprocket Aviation? Can he talk? Why would you write on a paper airplane? Huh?
Nick, he wrote something on that paper airplane.
I guess we're supposed to read it then. Let's see here. Get out, intruders. Well, that was a rather cold welcome.
Mr. Wright, Maya, meet the lone son of the president of Sprocket Aviation, Soren Sprocket. Or to put it another way, the future president of Sprocket Aviation.
So he's Ellen's fiancé? Oh, we're gonna investigate him in the next episode, straight up. Huh, not even bad. We're gonna investigate him next. Oh, there he goes. I guess not.
He's kind of an eccentric. I hear he's the genius inventor behind many of the Sprocket Aviation's business successes.
An inventor, huh?
Yep, he even designed the airship.
That's pretty impressive.
Nick, this is no time to be standing around gawking. We have to go after him. We need to ask him some questions about Ellen.
Oh, right. It looked like he was heading outside. And with that, we'll be ending today's episode right here, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to hit the like button, comment, performance. If you're new, better like, subscribe, and the Struggles X TV, and I'm signing out.